Oh, why me, man? Why me? Yo, guys, what is going on? Savage here. I'm gonna keep my voice a little low. My roommates are sleeping, so is my fiance. So it's 5:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna be a little quiet right there. But here again, we have another scuff review, and this is a little different than my last scuff review. If you haven't seen my last scuff review, the link will be in the description below. So make sure you click that. You kind of understand why I'm acting the way I'm acting about this review. It's a little weird because I'm going against exactly what I said in my last video, and I'll kind of explain it. So without further delay, this is a scuff that I bought roughly 8 months ago. I bought this scuff controller. This controller right here, absolutely loved it, dude. We're gonna get into the pros, then I'll follow up with the cons to kind of explain. Well, I'm not gonna give away the ending. Anyway, this right here is a scuff controller that I bought 8 months ago. I no longer use this scuff controller for various reasons. The controller weight, love it. The controller's grip, absolutely love it. Didn't think I would like grip on the controller, but I do. Of course, the different designs they have are just amazing. There's dozens and dozens and dozens of them. I love the blacked out look on the buttons. You can change these sticks to be concave, convex on either side. You can have raised sticks, lowered sticks, whatever you really prefer. Unfortunately, this controller stopped working a couple months ago. I haven't sent it in to be repaired because they want me to actually pay $35 in shipping to send it back to them. And I'm gonna get into the reasons why I'm not sending it back to them in a little bit. This controller right here, there it is. This is the one I'm currently using right here. Again, same exact. I went with the same exact grip, same exact, well, everything. Different look on the front. Just might as well make it different. Blacked out buttons, concave, convex, different sides. Just the way I would prefer it. This actually I went with raised sticks. Kind of fell in love with that. I have bigger hands, so yeah. So if you guys haven't seen the last video and you guys just don't want to click it, trust me, I get it. Who fucking wants to click another video to watch it? I'll give you a basic rundown. Basically, I did a review video and I talked about how much I love this controller. The first video I did was a month in. I've only been using it for about a month, and I was honestly in love with it, dude. The sticks were fucking great. The controller was great. I never used paddles before. Fell in love with the paddles. I still only use 2. I leave all 4 equipped just because why not? But I only use 2 of them actually. But I absolutely fell in love with the controller, and I wanted to put it out there how much I love the controller, especially since I was going through controllers left and right, and I couldn't really find one that would last and had a good feeling and this and that, different various reasons. So I fell in love with this controller, and I told the world, you gotta buy it. It is fucking worth. That's what I told everybody. And I lied. I didn't lie on purpose. I lied unintentionally, but I lied. Basically what happened was 6 months later, I started getting, actually, let's start soft. So about 2 months later, the sticks, the rubber started actually peeling off. If you ask anybody who owns a scuff for more than 6 months, it's basically it's a basic thing. The sticks, the rubber they use, I don't know what material it is, but it's extremely cheap. Very cheap rubber. It peels back. It gets eaten up. Let me see if this one's done it yet. I've replaced these sticks already, and they are. You might not be able to see it yet. Camera won't focus. Basically, the sticks are just wearing down. It's not too bad yet, but eventually, the more I play on it, the middle will actually start peeling back and break off. This is the second set of sticks I put on this one before I gave up on this controller. These are the 4th set of sticks, and yeah, you can buy sticks. They're $16 for a pack of 2. Pack of 2 sets, so 4 sticks total. But you know, after $16 here, $16 here, $16 here, $16 here, on top of a $250 to $350 controller, it kind of gets a little out of hand. So that was the first issue. I didn't really think much into it. I was like, man, I really love this controller. I really don't care. Fuck it, $16, $16. And then about 4 months after my purchase of the controller, started getting a little bit of stick drift. Nothing too crazy. Just every now and then I would like, you know, move. I play Call of Duty a lot, so I would move left playing Blackout, and my stick would come back, but the screen would just keep going. And then I would have to move it again to get it to stop. And it really wasn't a big deal. It would happen once every like 6 matches in Blackout, which if you play Blackout, each match is about 20 minutes. So you're talking about once every 2 hours, really not that big of a deal. Then at about 6 months, it really just kind of went to shit from there. Now, granted, I treat my controllers with the utmost respect. I literally never throw them, never drop them. They are here, and when I'm done, they go right there. They stay within this 2-foot radius. I'm very easy on my controllers. I let them rest in my hand. I don't hold it with a tight grip or anything like that. It's just very, very natural, very rested. Then at 6 months, both sticks started drifting real hard. I started looking closer and closer, and I found a couple different issues as well. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys on camera, but basically, when you put the stick all the way down, you'll actually see a gap in between the stick's bottom cone and the ring itself. It's not how it's supposed to be. For some reason, this one does that. I don't know why. My other controller doesn't, and this stick doesn't either. I don't know if it's the way it's set up. I don't know if the stick was just cut too short. It could be a problem for the stick drift, but I've changed out the stick a couple times with different ones and the same results. For some reason, it's almost like it's cut too narrow. Anyway, the stick drift just got unbearable. I was literally warming up. I had a Call of Duty tournament that I was supposed to be streaming, and I had to buy another controller because it was just unbearable. I couldn't play with it. So hence, I go to this controller right here. And this one was actually really good. Again, for the first month, it was flawless. I was like, hell yeah, good. This one must have been a dud. I've got this one. Perfect. Boom. We're set. We're ready to go. And again, the sticks, every stick's going to fucking just get destroyed in a month. So if you want to buy a scuff, get ready to be spending $16 a month just to maintain and keep your scuff. Now, you could always buy different sticks from different companies for your scuff, but why should you have to do that when you pay $300 for a fucking controller? I don't know, but we do it instead anyway. So I replaced the sticks on this controller. This is the second set of sticks, not really that old. This is about a 3 months in with this controller so far, maybe 2. And a month went by. This controller was absolutely perfect. And then I started getting stick drift again. Same situation, the exact same situation. The right stick, when I would move it a certain direction, sometimes every 2 hours, roughly, give or take. It wasn't exactly every 2 hours, but give or take, it would just randomly look up, look down, and mid-match me fighting, whether it's tournament, whether it's streaming, whatever the hell I'm doing. It's very inconvenient. I'm in the middle of a combat, and I start looking different directions, and then I end up getting murked. Again, it seems very trivial for a lot of people, but when you game for 8 to 12 hours a day, you do it for a livelihood, or even if you fucking do it for fun, and you pay $300 for a controller, I fully expect it to work for at least a year. Fuck, I'd even take 6 months. Really, this one wasn't that bad. This one right here, this is a fucking massive dud. This has been a more giant pile of shit than this one. So basically the problems I had with this at 6 months, I'm getting at 1 month in. Now I've been fighting through it. It hasn't been completely unbearable. But basically, since I'm a PC gamer anyway, and with Modern Warfare's Battle Royale dropping relatively soon, hopefully, I won't need to buy another controller ever again. I'll just stick to PC and I'm just kind of scrapping console gaming because I can't find a controller company out there to make a controller that's, a little bit more advanced than the basic Sony controllers. It has a little bit of paddles on it, maybe some lifted sticks, a nice little design on it. I can't find one that just lasts, man. So, I mean, basically, like, I was so on board with Scuf. I was so happy with them, and I put out this video, and it got 15,000 views, so 15,000 people saw it. A lot of people in the comments of that video were out there calling me a liar, and they were like, Savage, you're sponsored. They gave you the controller for free, so you're just lying, blah, blah, blah. And at first, I was kind of like, y'all are dumb as hell. And then when this shit started happening, I was like, I get it. Now I understand why people think all YouTubers lie, because we kind of do. Like I said, I lied, but I didn't mean to lie. At the time of the video, the thing was working fucking great. It was beautiful. I absolutely loved it. I loved it so much, I wanted the second one to work. But unfortunately, it didn't. And strangely enough, too, the weird thing about these controllers is the exact same build. Both of them lack the rumble pack. I removed the rumble packs from them via the build. The things are identical. The only thing different between the controllers is the look, the faceplate. However, this controller is twice the weight as this controller. Now, I started thinking, I was like, maybe they just left the rumble packs in this one and didn't remove them, which is possible, but I don't know. I feel like maybe they just went cheaper on the newer design. Like, maybe they're using cheaper material now. That's why it went out faster. Now, this is purely speculation. I have nothing against the Scuf company at all. But, you know, I'm kind of irritated with the fact that their controller gave me a problem within the time of my warranty, and they want to charge me $40 to send it to them to look at. So the reason why I haven't sent this controller back is because I've had 2 friends send their controllers back, and when they got it back, it was still the exact same. They didn't change anything. They literally got it out the box, held it in their hands. What it seems like, they just look at it, then they put it back in the box and ship it back to them. Now, these are 2 people who are not streamers, just 2 normal gamers, and they've upgraded since to different controllers. We're not going to get into what they've gotten into, but basically those 2 have the exact same stories. Now, I talked to other streamers as well who are sponsored and who aren't sponsored by Scuf, and they've had the same issues. They've sent the controller back because of left stick drift. They get it back, guess what? The stick's still drifting. Why am I going to pay $40 to get this controller shipped off, when in reality there's a chance they might not actually fix this thing? I might get the exact same controller exactly back, or even if they did give me a brand new one, what if it's a dud as well? Like, I am 0 for 2 right now on good controllers, so I just don't feel comfortable paying for my controller to get shipped back for a quote-unquote warranty, just to get another broken pile of shit. Like I said, man, just the rubber itself. Rubber is pretty basic. A lot of controllers, even Sony, the rubbers will last forever. I don't understand what the hell they're using here, but it's, I mean, you can't tell, but it's almost like it's melting. It's almost like it's melting in your fingertips. Again, this controller is only 2 months old, maybe not even. And this is my second set of 6 that I just put in there 2 weeks ago. And they're already just getting demolished, bro. They're already fucking getting destroyed. Now, again, there's so many reasons why I want to stay with Scuf. There's so many reasons why I want this controller to work so bad that I spent $600 for 2 different controllers. But I'm at the point where I'm at wit's end, dude. I can't find a controller good enough. Everyone's talking about Battle Beaver and how good Battle Beavers are. In fact, on my last video that I did, they said how good Battle Beavers were. So, you know, if I do end up sticking with console gaming for whatever reason, maybe I'll look into getting Battle Beaver and doing a review on them, except this time I'll wait 6 months before I do the review video, because, man, you know, I don't know, I'll let my hype get to me. I slick side kind of feel guilty for putting that video out there. So my Scuf experience, as much as I love the controller and want it to work, has just been absolute shit. I mean, a scale 1 to 10, I give Scuf as a company is a 3 out of 10. It's been horrible. So basically, guys, I apologize for the last video. If you guys saw the last video and you went out and bought a Scuf, I apologize, dudes. It's just, the more research I've done since I've had the issues, the more people I've talked to who used Scuf or still uses Scuf since I had the issues, they all say the same thing. There's the only people that are like, yeah, Scuf for life, are people who are sponsored by Scuf, and that's what they're supposed to say. This is not a sponsored video. I promise you that. None of my videos are sponsored, and if they ever are, I will tell you guys ahead of time, hey, this is a sponsored video. But yeah, I'm really disappointed. I've wasted $600 on controllers. Better that I waste the money and relay the information to you guys, and maybe y'all can save on it. Hopefully, you know, this video gets enough traction to where Scuf upgrades their materials, because I believe at one point in time they did use good material. I wouldn't put it past them, but I think the bigger they got, the cheaper they wanted to make it so they can mass produce them faster and make more money, which makes sense. That's business. But I mean, how hard is it to make a controller that works for a year? I mean, honestly, even the Nintendo 64 controllers would last a year before the middle joystick would break in half. This is uncalled for. This is absolutely uncalled for. I don't know. Now, this is the Scuf Impact controller. Maybe their Vantage 2 is good. I know their Vantage 1 was a pile of shit as well. You know, I'm tempted to buy every single series they have, test each one out, and then do an entire video on all, you know, 5 or 6 or however many controllers they have now. But I just don't want to spend any more money with this company. I don't want to spend another $16 for sticks. I don't want to spend the money to ship it back. It's not even about having the money or not having the money. It's just principle at this point. This company just gets away with fucking murder. I do have the digital triggers on these controllers. I will say a lot of people had issues with digital triggers. I haven't. I'm a massive fan of digital triggers. I don't know who started it as a company, who invented the digital triggers, but it's amazing. I love them. If you're looking to get into racing games, if you like Forza and things like that, do not get the digital triggers because you won't be able to control the throttle all the way. It's literally just a click. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It's literally just a click. You want full range of motion if you're going with like racing games, Forza or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my Scuf 6-month review. You know, I Slickside feel bad that I put that first one out, but you know, we live and we learn, especially as content creators, dude. You know, how was I supposed to know that it was gonna be a pile of shit in 6 months? Like I said, dude, I haven't thrown this controller, I haven't dropped it. It hasn't even been. There's nothing. It basically, if I gave it to you in the giveaway, y'all would never know it was used. Literally, just wipe the dust off and boom. That's how flawless these controllers are looking, because it has no damage to it. Yet inside, it's just a giant pile of shit. Thanks, Scuf.